Be messing with? Well, we got an arena event, so we're at least gonna do one run to go get our gem keys, if nothing else. Aside from that, of course, we covered the Mythic in a video earlier today. As far as the Mythic is concerned, it is a pretty big skip as far as viability as a troop. However, there is viability in owning a copy of her, even if she herself is pretty much useless. There are two pretty noteworthy things about it. One is if you're eventually going for 30 star, it would probably be better to get her now rather than later if you already have every other Mythic within the kingdom. The other reason being, if you're trying to still 20 star it, this is a magic-based kingdom. So you do get extra magic at the 20 power level, permanent extra magic, as well as at 10 if you haven't done that yet. But 20 you get another one, so if you still need that for the milestone, because I believe you need but 2 Mythics for that, if you still need that as one of your milestones, then it would be very beneficial to make sure you pick her up and go get her for that purpose. But as far as her actual usability, yeah, it's pretty underwhelming, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a new Mythic. Actually, I didn't even show you. Let me go show it real quick. Let's see. It's this thing right over here. We have ourselves the Succubus Queen. It charms an enemy. Charm, essentially what that does is it's a relatively old mechanic. Not really used much these days, mostly because it's never really been good. But essentially it makes the troop do whatever you target, or whatever gets charmed. The thing above and below gets, directly above and below, gets hit by their attack value. So if it's something like 70 attack, they will then hit above and below for 70 damage. And it is physical, not true damage, even though her ability itself is true damage. She has a bit of a lifesteal, but there are better things that not only lifesteal, but also do more true damage per cast. And then she summons 1 to 3 relatively useless summons with no follow-up, and no traits. And traits that are just outpaced by other things. Yeah, there's just not much here, unfortunately. If you're looking for a spell reduction tank, you're just going to go down Tina 9000. Actually, I didn't even compare it to Tina 9000 earlier. But she's basically just ultimately weaker Tina 9000 every way. It's like if Tina 9000 only hit once. Because Tina 9000 still gains durability, and more than that. Obviously, it's armor instead of HP. But Tina 9000 not only generally hits harder, well, it definitely will after 3 hits, will always hit harder, but gains more durability. Yes, it's an armor instead of HP, but still, in most situations, it's still going to be fine, like 50% reduction. Yeah, I didn't even think about that earlier, but it's almost more comparable to ultra-weak Tina 9000 than it is some of the other ones that's also comparable to. Like Xenos, Yagwe, stuff like that, Megavore, all of which are better than her. Even the Legend has more lifesteal than her, which is kind of sad. And more overall damage output, and extra turn potential, and gains more stats over time and scales, unlike her. Because unlike unlike things like Xenos, she doesn't actually scale. She gains a little bit of life, but she has no boost ratio for her life, so she doesn't actually gain more damage over time, whereas many troops like her do scale over time. Anyways. So, where should we even start? What's our daily thingy here? Tribute we already did. Apparently we took a bunch of green. Wants me to go do a dungeon. Sure, we'll go clear out dailies real quick. We're going to anyways. Dungeon time. Top 3? Oh, jinx. Boo. Boo. Oh, no, web. Oh, no. Wait, let me go cleanse metals. I don't want to deal with this. It'll be way quicker if we just cleanse it off. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. How are we doing on the world event? Oh, the guild already carried us. Congrats, guild. Wow. Very nice. Well, we don't have to do world event for 3 days. Let's see. Where are we on the guild? Oh, we're perfectly fine. We're 4th to last. We're not slacking yet. A loco Hamachi carrying us, I see. Actually, more so Hamachi. Hamachi's almost double. I didn't realize that. That's a lot. Also, thank you, Chad, for the continued support. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you for the $5 tip. Helps out a lot. Also, hello, Chad. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah, I didn't even say all the hellos. Have I not said the hellos yet? Let me go do that. I was going on the whole beginning spiel. Hello, David Fisher. Let's see. Based on the title, it won't be our most thrilling stream. Oh, no. I don't know what to do for the title sometimes, so I'm like, yeah, we'll just do that. But, no, honestly, I don't hate Arena. I enjoy Arena. The problem with Arena is the reward space for it. It's the same issue Treasure Hunt has. Like, I don't hate Treasure Hunt. It's just the reward system for it is so horrifically bad. Hello, Mark. Hello, Frank. Hello, Daddy Shark. But I was always joking, or not joking, but I was always mentioning in the past, like, if they ever do a proper Treasure Hunt rework that actually makes it viable, we will do like a 12-hour stream of nothing but Treasure Hunt. And I'm still serious about that. Though it has to be a substantial enough change that it's actually worth doing. Hello, Imperial. Hello, David. Hello, Mark. Hello, yeah. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Isabel. Hello, why did my chat just jump? Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Chad. Hello, hello, Jamie. Hello, everyone else. Let's see. We just got a 4.8 earthquake in New York. Oh, no. I'm not sure how intense that is, but that sounds really bad. Because I forgot how the whatever scale works. Magnitude scale. Doesn't it have a proper name? I don't remember its name. Oh, wait. Was this my team? Oh, because that was my last used team. I was going to say, why on earth is that my team? But yeah, that was from the video earlier. What am I doing here? I'm using, Takshaka. Oh, everything just started jiggling. Alright, so it wasn't that high then, okay. Still high, but not that high. I think it goes up to like a 10. So I'm not sure, like, scale relativity. Like, I'm not sure how intense a 2 is compared to a 5 compared to an 8. I know bigger number means more intense, though. I've been near very, very low-end earthquakes. Though nothing serious enough that, it'd be noteworthy. Alright, we got a lot of webs there. I'm glad to hear that you're perfectly fine. Are you ready for Power World tomorrow? Oh yeah, what time are we starting? Have we agreed on that yet? Are we starting at like 10 or noon or... I'm not sure which time. Because we got a new patch now and I haven't actually tried it. I'm gonna go in completely blind. But I am definitely looking forward to it. Alright, we're doing it at noon. Sounds good. I might start just ever so slightly earlier just to get the server rolling, and because I'm pretty sure all 3 of you have already peeked at the update. So I might pre-peek at it. That or try doing it on my main account before we actually get rolling. So I might actually start closer to 10 if I'm up. Assuming I'm up, I might still be sleeping till noon. But then start the co-op at noon. Because I kind of want to try it in the main file before I, before we multiplayer it. I'm not even sure if we can multiplayer it. Because I believe most of it's meant to be end-game content. And we're still in kind of the mid-game at the moment. After, what, 3 streams? 4 streams? How many have we done? I think we're 4 streams in. But yeah, I think this would be the game plan for tomorrow, assuming I wake up accordingly. I'll start to stream at like 10-ish. But we won't start co-op until like noonish. Another one down. Was that all of them? Oh wait, that was just the first one. Oh. So used to these going by so quick, I thought those all 3 already. I'll take those all 3 battles, but not all 3 sets. Honestly, yeah, out of every daily in the game, Adventure Board pretty much is the quickest. And oddly enough, the most rewarding too, which is this kind of weird combination. Hello, Miss Insane Witch. Welcome, welcome. Hope you have a good day. Good weekend. Hey, happy weekend, everyone. Finally the weekend. Honestly, today kind of already felt like weekend for me. When is Isabel playing Power World again? Oh, we're going to be doing it tomorrow. We'll be starting around 10. The co-op will probably start around noon. Or we're just going to start it at noon, whichever one ends up happening. Yeah, that's like 16 hours from now. I'm really looking forward to it. It's the first patch they've done pretty much the entire time now. They've done like 2.5 months, but they finally got one out. Obviously, it's not the only patch, but this is the first substantial patch. That means anything. Yeah, might have to do some of the other file off stream too, or maybe even on stream, unrelated to the co-op, because there's probably a lot of stuff I need to go grind out. Is that everything for that? Also, I just realized I've been running cleanse this whole time. So I can technically get rid of the other metal thing. I don't need this. But in all fairness, I don't really need an armor set either for the rest of this weekend. Alright, that's every daily there. We just have Underspire and PvP then. Are the only two remaining. Also, we're doing pretty decent pacing on Underworld or Underspire this week. Actually, I probably already overbought. I just didn't even need to do that. I could just done a 50. I think I just overbought torches by a lot. But I guess there's some dead ends we can go scout. Yeah, we can just go 50-50 the next 2 days. I could have even gotten 50 today. Whoops. Yeah, we got some really good scouting. Anyways, let's go to our one and only dungeon run. We'll retire whatever this is from when I misclicked on it a while back. Alright, let's go do an arena run. Forest Troll, good, but not good in arena. Merid, not good ever. This thing... What on earth is his ability? Convert all blue gems to skulls. Create 1 to 3 brown gem potions. If an enemy is stunned, there's a 50% chance to gain an extra turn. What? I forgot this epic even exists. This is like a legendary ability. On a... That's so weird. This is like a legend style ability on an epic. None of these are worth it though. Oh, you know what? We actually would have gotten an okay one, but that's fine. I like the epic to at least be half decent, so we can actually use it for something. 10 damage to an enemy, deal more to boss, summon in a random undead. That's not horrific. Oh, we won. It's over. We got one of the most auto-winny troops in all of Arena. The Lapina Explorer. Hey, my Drake is shiny. Let's see. I forgot it still shows up in Arena as shiny. Oddly enough, it might actually be our strongest option here. Deals 6 extra damage, boosted by red gems. Oh wait, never mind. That actually be stronger. Plus it covers the color we need. Oh, no fairness, the other one does too. I would need a brown after this. Do you do anything? Could roll green gems to skull. Honestly, that's not too bad for a common. Ice Worm is stronger, but I need the coloration. We could always drop brown and go Ice Worm. But given how much damage Lapina is, I don't really want to block him on blue, even if this is, does ultimately feed him blue. This also denies our green if we need to at some point. Alright, let's roll with this. This covers every color. And all I have to do is cast this to win. Soldier of Wrath, you go in last slot as the last resort. What's your attack value? 6. Okay, not good enough. Oh wait. Oh, there's only one issue with this team. I don't have a good first slot. Maybe I should have picked my other thing based on what could be in first slot there. Because I kind of want to have it like this just so we can get a resum in there. But long story short, we're going to cast Lapina Explorer until we win and do literally nothing else the entire fight. As it is that strong. It doesn't even matter what the rest of our team is. It could literally just be one Lapina Explorer and we would be perfectly fine. The main reason why Lapina Explorer is so strong is due to how his boost ratio works. He destroys a row and a column, which for Arena is already a ton of mana accumulation. Knocks one of the first enemies, one of the first 2 enemies to the back. So it gets to reorder them too and unshuffle them. That doesn't matter too much in this game mode. But then the main thing that's relevant about it is it then deals damage to the first 2 enemies boosted by green gems. And if we just go and hit a bunch of green, you'll notice there are 2 less enemies on the opposing team. And if we do it again, you might notice they're all dead. But yeah, that's pretty much what it does. It is very broken. It's not scaled at all to function properly in Arena. Not that it's not functioning properly, but you know what I mean. It's not balanced at all with Arena in mind. Not even remotely. Out of every ultra rare in the game, I think it is actually the most auto win there is. I'm not sure out of every category if it's the most auto win, but specifically the ultra rare category. It is the strongest ultra rare you can draft in Arena, as it pretty much just double one-shots into double one-shot. Though I say that, we actually don't have enough damage here, I don't think. What's the maximum number of greens we can get here? Right there. So we do it right over there. Yeah, it's still enough to one-shot. Even with slightly less greens. Look at this board. We almost have no green on it. Let's take that. Oh, I should have taken his blue first. I'll say anything that can advance his mana is the main thing we need to be prioritizing for sure. It's pretty much the only thing we need. Is there any way we can take more green than what we have right now? I see a 3. I don't see more than a 3. I still don't see more than a 3. It's slightly short on damage, unfortunately, but then we just poke it and it's dead. And we even have resummon for when first slot inevitably dies. So we have everything covered. Why can't every arena run be like this? The loot would actually not be too horrible if you could just pick this every time. But then everyone would have it on their team. And then it would be a Stellarix problem all over again. I'm still really surprised they haven't toned down Stellarix yet. It's actually insane how powerful it is. As you guys are probably very aware. I do still kind of hope that they do. Because that's not something you're going to be able to, like, counter against. Like you can with, like, Stealthy and stuff. I mean, not Stealthy, I mean Submerge. But it's not one of those things where they can just, like, add hard counters to it. Like a troop that naturally does 10 times damage to Stellaryx. Could you imagine? Instead of a boss slaying troop, it's a Stellaryx slaying troop. Instantly kill every Stellaryx on the opposing team. Actually, you know what would be an interesting counter, though? I'm not sure if they can code it that way with how it's currently set up. What we need is a anti-6 color troop and or weapon. Basically a troop and or weapon that deals extra damage specifically to things that have 6 colors. Ideally 6 times damage because it has 6 colors. Or something that has a multiplier based on how many colors the troop has could also work that way. That way it's not doesn't just affect 6 color weapons, but affects everything. So against 1 color troops, it would do like 0.5 damage. Against 2 color troops, it'll do like 1 times. Then 3 color troops, you could do 1.5 times, and then 6 color would be like, what, 3 times then? Or even just have it full scaled, where the multiplier is based on however many it is. So 1 times get hit by 1, you know, default damage. 2 color troops get double damaged. 3 times. 6 color will be 6 times, so on and so forth. That'd actually be a pretty interesting counter in the current state of game. As there has been quite a bit of a shift towards like 3 and 6 color troops compared to in the past. Not that they weren't relevant in the past, but they are particularly relevant these days. Compared to any point within the game. Why is there no green on every board when we finally need green? Obviously there's other board states where we don't have it in the past, but the second we need a ton of green, there's just not a single one to be seen. Oh wait, why am I targeting green? Wait, is it green? Yeah, it is green. Oh wait, why did I pick this guy then? I forgot. He converts away all green. I haven't actually used them yet. But I kind of forgot. His boost ratio is based on green. I thought it was yellow or blue. Even though I've been targeting green this whole time, but I kind of forgot when I drafted him. It's actually green based. That's not too big a deal. Oh wait, oh no, that's not the ability. Wait, well whose ability am I even casting right now? That's not who I meant to cast. Oh yeah, I was mentioning Lamia in the video earlier. She charms a random enemy, and if enemy dies, gains 8 mana and has Empower. The most viable charm ever was when she initially got Empower. Which I think at the time she didn't even have the gain 8 mana back thing. That was added a bit later down the line. But that was the closest that mechanic ever was to being good. Alright, we'll take a... what do we need here? We'll take a yellow, take a blue, yellow, take everything. Get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And if we could really do over there, let's go for the poke. Get that rolling. That's not enough damage, is it? No, we're 1 short. Unfortunate. We'll let him live. Get a random cat in first slot. It does block my blue, though, which is kind of annoying, but all we need is 1 little poke. Come on. Come on. There we go. And that is arena completed. For 3 gem keys. Yeah, honestly, that's decently fun. The problem is, that loot was horrible. Oh, there we go. Oh no, do we want to go for 10 diamonds now? Or whatever many diamonds it is? I think it's 10 diamonds. But yeah, I think we're going to leave arena there for now. Let me go claim our gems real quick. I mean, our gem keys. And for that, we get 3 gem keys. There we go. Is that worth it compared to just throwing down the vault keys that we need to go do? Probably not. But let's go and clear out the other 2 modes we need to go do. And that is not how you get to PvP. I will eventually go to PvP the correct way. I did the same thing this morning, too. Alright, how many buffs do we have right now? Alright, 1. Let me take the easier one. I think it was purple this week, right? In purple magic. Because we have yellow, but this team is way easier to go kill out. I need to go copy-paste this team and put it on Central. I actually replaced it earlier today. And I just need to copy-paste this one so I can get it. Because when I showed the video, I copy-pasted over our Stellaryx team. The easiest way to fix it is just grab it right here. It's already the exact same team, oddly enough. There we go. What time will it be starting tomorrow? I will probably be starting a little bit before noon, assuming I wake up accordingly. However, us actually doing co-op won't start until noon. Because I was going to try the patch really quick on my main server. And then try, or, you know, then we'll do it in co-op. Yeah, I kind of just wanted to peek at where the new feature is. But yeah, we'll still start at noon, but the stream itself might start a little bit before noon just to check out the new feature. Because I haven't looked at it at all yet. I'm going in completely blind. Though I do have a question. Genki, is it possible for us on the multiplayer server to do the new content? Should I just wait and do it then? Or is this something so far away that the 4 of us probably won't be able to take it out at any point next stream? Well, I was going to do it on both. On the main account and then do it on the other. I was going to do it on the main account and then do it on co-op. Assuming we can reach it on co-op by the end of the stream. Because honestly, we're getting pretty close because we have double XP on. By the end of next stream on the co-op server, I'll probably be close to almost level 50. You're not rebuilding bases? Wait, why would you need to rebuild a base? How much of a change was there? Oh, they can actually destroy your base? Wait, do you, like, activate them or something? I thought it would just be an area where you just go and fight them. Is it like a new raid that comes and attack your base then? That's interesting. Oh, the new feature is only done at your base? Interesting. Couldn't you just set up like a billion turrets? Like there's a max tier turret that you can set up. Can't you just have everything at your base running turrets while running your team against it? Oh, so you summon her to your base. Interesting. Also, we just lost already. Alright, so that means I need to summon it at Isabel's base then. That'll be the first thing I do when we start tomorrow's stream. Oh no, we could make Cookie's base into the battlefront. Because Isabel's where we're storing a lot of our mats. Like between Isabel's and Genki's. Whereas I think Cookie's right now is mostly just stone and wood, which we can easily just move away. Also, I just realized I'm using the wrong team. I'm like, wait, why is this team doing so bad? Whoops, wait. I was like, how did we lose twice in a row? It's because I'm using the low rarity new Mythic team. Because I forgot to copy paste it. When you do the raid thingy, does it trigger on the base that you're at? Or a random base that you have? Like if you activate it at base C, will it spawn at base C or can it spawn at base A or B? Or does it always spawn at the base that you are currently at? Oh, you have to place an altar there? Okay. Interesting. Oh, so you would have to go farm them first and then go do it. Alright, I'll try it out before we do the stream then. Well, not before we do the stream, but you know, before we do the co-op. I'll try it on the main server then. Just rush a bunch of the later thingies. Which I don't even know what my settings are on my main server these days. I kept messing around with them all over the place. And I'm not even sure what I ended on. I think I may have given all in and just went all into like all the broken ones. For the sake of farming it quicker, I might even just turn up damage like crazy. Just so we can get through it all before we start to stream. Or, you know, not before we start to stream, but, you know, before we start co-op. It'd be on stream, but before co-op. I just realized I don't think I've ever set up a third base yet on my main profile. Because I was going to build it in the tree area. Because my main base right now is a gigantic tower that goes up to the sky. My second base is just a mining area. And I don't have a third base, so I can actually just set up a base specifically for it then. Well, that'll be fun. Oh, maybe we'll start even earlier than 10. I need to get to bed early tonight. Yeah, we'll definitely need to try that. But I'll literally start to stream whenever we wake up in the morning. And then I'll just play single player until noon, and then we'll do co-op the rest of the stream. That'll be the game plan. And hopefully I'll wake up early so we could do more single player then. Just to test out the new thing. Because we might not be able to do it much in multiplayer. At least if Isabel ever hides any loot from me, I have an easy way to get it all back. Because I could just hold on to one of those totem things, and we could just summon it at her base. Whenever we want. So now no one can hide items from me. Ah, go take that over. The perfect solution. What a great update. Oh yeah, we'll be doing it tomorrow. My sleep schedule's still been all over the place, to be honest. But if I just grab a bite to eat before I go to bed and then just like immediately go to bed after the stream, hopefully I can wake up at a reasonable time. I'm just not sure if I can get to sleep right now. Like if I try going to bed in like an hour, I will not feel tired, is the problem. Peer pressure Isabel, so she starts a channel. Actually, how many different games have we played with Isabel now? I want to say 4 or 5. Here's what's the whole list. We've done Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Pal World, Among Us, and Fall Guys, and Pokemon. Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I think that's 5. Though we only had audio for her for Pal World so far. I said hello, now to store. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Bit of a poll, should Izzy start her own channel? Oh wait, my team just went away. Honestly, I was almost considering starting another YouTube channel soon. I'm still not sure if I should. Because I was going to post more RuneScape content, and I know the last time we posted something here, the views were like absurdly low. So if people aren't interested in it, I kind of feel like just making a separate channel for it, potentially. I'm just not sure. Because once I start doing, like, really edited videos, maybe they'll gain traction. But I know like most of you probably wouldn't be interested in it, so I was considering like just doing a separate channel for it. The only problem with doing a separate channel is YouTube has a new policy that they've had for several years now, where you need to get like 1,000 subscribers and X views within like a month period of time before you get monetization. Which means I'd literally be working for no pay for like a month or two on the new channel, which is absurdly bad. It's one thing that's always kept me from doing like a side channel for like some other piece of content, is it could easily be upwards of a month before you even make a single cent, and easily months before you're out of the red of whatever you invested into assets and stuff for the channel. Like, you'd be in the red for at least, like, the first 2 or 3 months of a channel. That's the biggest issue I would say with YouTube as far as, like, entry these days. Unless you're getting, like, a ton of tips from people or something, you're just completely in the red for your first few months. So you have to do it, like, purely as a hobby if you're, like, just starting out. You make literally negative for the first little bit of time. Which makes the barrier of entry a lot more annoying. Because when I actually started my channel, you didn't need... I actually did have 1,000 subscribers, oddly enough. But at the time, you didn't need to have 1,000 subscribers, even though I did actually have it already. That was a new policy they added. I think like 5 years ago. It's been a while now. I feel like when it comes to videos, I just overthink things too much and then never bother doing a video on it. Like, there's at least like 50-something plus videos we could have covered over the years. But I just never got around to because I always overthink everything. And she keeps making excuses. I don't know. Honestly, starting a YouTube channel is kind of annoying these days. Like, if your goal is to make, like, any amount of money from it. Other than just purely doing it for hobby's sake. Because this channel is still one of my only means of income pretty much these days. Other than a few investments. The only thing I make money from that isn't an investment right now is this channel. And it's not a lot. It's lower than minimum wage. And minimum wage here is $7.25 an hour. Actually, this last year, I didn't even make 5 digits. I forget the exact number. But it wasn't even 10,000. Though my expenses are pretty low, so it's not that big a deal. Also, my expenses toward the channel is pretty much non-existent these days. Because I make all my own thumbnail, I don't have to pay for an editor, I don't even do any editing. There's a lot of costs we just don't have. Any piece of equipment we need, we already have. Aside from maybe a better computer, but that's more of a luxury item than a necessity. Hello Kitty promotional night at the Dodger baseball game. Oh gosh, I haven't watched baseball in so long. I'm not sure what it was, but there was some kind of scholar thing at my, I want to say my elementary school for some reason, where basically if you got like really good grades above like a certain threshold, they would basically hand out like tickets to go to a baseball stadium thing. And then, like, at the beginning of the baseball game, they would have all the kids, because, you know, I was, like, what, 10 at the time? Around there? They would have all the kids basically, like, line up who got the promotional thing and do, like, a little, like, intro thing for the camera, like, before the game starts, like, as a little intro segment thing. It was pretty funny. I think I've went to, like, 2 of them. But yeah, you got a bunch of free concession foods, a free baseball game ticket. I'm not sure how much they really were. I'm pretty sure not that much. But it was, like, $20, $30 value for, like, a nice night out. Those concession food stands are good, and they're probably overpriced too, but you get a lot of things just comped for free. I did that like 2 or 3 times. In like 4th, 5th, maybe 6th grade? I think it was 4th and 5th grade. I always find it funny because my entire adult life I always think of it as my age number. But I feel like I always refer to my age as what grade I am in everything prior to, like, middle school. Like, I forget what age I would have been in, like, 3rd grade. But I know the age number as, like, oh yeah, that was 3rd grade. Whereas everything high school and later, it's just like, oh yeah, you know, it was just that number. Age number. Rather than grade number. Yeah, the way that you sound compared to the way that you sound on mic is definitely a lot different. I still feel like there's something weird with my mic quality sometimes, just because it sounds so much different than how I actually sound. And I'm not always sure if that's just my perception of my voice, or simply the mic actually doing it perfectly correctly. Because obviously there's some difference, but I still feel like there's some extra difference with the mic that could be adjusted. There's one thing I always have an issue with audio quality. Because the way that I sound right now is not the way I sound on mic, but obviously no mic would ever replicate what that sounds like perfectly. Because your perception of your own voice will always be different than the way that it resonates outward. Well, you said that to me, but it wouldn't be any different. Me on normal mic is the same on, like, mic. Like, the only way you would know if it's different is if we, like, met in person in, like, a couple months at the, Sawmill and go grab some pizza and fries. Then you'll be able to know if it's different. Because doing one thing with a mic and another thing with a mic isn't going to be any different. Or it shouldn't be. Unless the settings are slightly off. Stream upgrades incoming? Honestly, I've been meaning to upgrade this mic for a while. Same as the webcam. I've been using the same mic and webcam basically since the channel started. Oh yeah, I just moved that incorrectly. Whoops. Imperial, that's funny. Honestly, that's something I haven't had in a very long time. Concession food. I'm not sure why, but concession food just tastes better. Just the atmosphere around concession foods. Like if you're at like a baseball game, or a marching band, or a football thing. Concession food just is amazing. It's like some of the most overpriced food in existence relative to what it is. But there's something about it that just hits different. It's one of those things that's definitely enhanced by atmosphere. Like some of those fancy restaurants that like overcharge for things. Honestly, I feel like concession stands are the same way. The food just tastes better because of the atmosphere associated to them. Oh, I will throw that down. I know, hot dogs at a baseball game, you will never have a better hot dog than a hot dog at a baseball game. Or similar kind of thing. It's physically impossible. It doesn't even have to be a good hot dog. But it will be the best one you've ever had. Why is every move so horrible? I'm like trying to find anything that isn't horrifically bad. Oh, did we die already? Okay, we didn't yet. Yeah. Give it a turn, we'll be dead very soon. Actually, I should have left the skull there in case he got skull distracted. Oh, you're telling me there's a chance? Oh, nope, nope, no, he got another cast, never mind. Oh, no, you're telling me there's a chance. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Yeah, Lester, I saw your joke. I just didn't acknowledge it. For YouTube algorithm purposes. I did see it, though. Also, I did check earlier today. I'm not sure what prompted me to check, but we can actually have 5 to 6 more emotes than what we currently have right now. So it might be finally soon, emote completely restructuring time. I'm just not sure what to do for it, or if we're going to get rid of any permanently. Because I ended up just setting those up really quickly one day just to have something there. And I haven't adjusted them in like the years we've had them there, and it's something I've been meaning to do for a while now, and I kind of want to finally get around to it. I'm just not sure what I want to put there. Or if they should all be Gems of War related, or just more general ones that could be used for any game. Obviously some of them will probably be Gems of War related. But I do want most of them to be kind of more general-like. That can work for Gems of War or anything. Just not the blue heart. Yeah, we might finally replace the blue heart. Genki will celebrate. I might just go commission someone on Fiverr or something. Or some other similar platform. Just kind of check to see what there is. Unless anyone here can do it for a price that's reasonable. Because I'd rather hire someone who's, you know, knows your channel and everything than just some random person. But, you know, I might just do some random person. As long as they can do a half-decent job on it. I know they'll definitely do better than me, that's for sure. You can get them on Etsy for cheap, can you? Fiverr's not too expensive. I'm not sure what the going rates are for most people these days, but I'm pretty sure you can get them for like a few bucks each or less. So for 10 could be like 30 bucks or under, plus tax. Oh no, if we were to do it, what kind of emotes would you guys want to see? Because I would love to hear it. Like, we can do literally anything. Well, almost literally anything. Lester, calm down. But you know. Which is the best bird? What, in Gems of War? I've always loved, which one do I like the most? It's really non-meta these days. But I would say my favorite designed bird in Gems of War is definitely the Sunbird. It's definitely nowhere near relevant as it was back in the day. But I like its premise and I love its design. Oh, did we ever get our 3 thingies? We did. I've just been doing PvP for no reason. Actually, there just is a reason. There's leaderboard. Oh, we're not even 4th place anymore. Oh, no. Also, everyone on my top 3 is 100,000. What's going on? Why is my entire leaderboard? They're literally all top 100. One of them was number 2 position earlier, though they kind of fell off. But, yeah, all 3 of mine are top 100. That's so unfortunate. This is by far our most contested top we've had in a very long time. But anyways, we're done with PvP now. Let's go do some Underspire, and then we'll throw some Valkies. Do I need this? I don't think I do. No. Just making sure. I think I slightly overbought on Underspire. I could have actually just done a tier 1. But, oh well. Are we still trying to find a door? No, we already found a door. Alright, so do we think it's left or right? Oh, it's definitely not this way. Wait, how far off is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we think it's going to be a 5 off? No. I don't trust the 5 off. Well, what if it is? It won't be. What if it's a 4 off, though? Actually, I think it will be dead end right there. Alright, let's go this way. Best bird in any game? Revali in Breath of the Wild's pretty high up there. I don't know. What is my favorite bird ever in all time? It depends if it's as a character or if it's, like, just generally speaking. Well, it also depends what medium we're talking about. If it's, like, gaming, digital, or otherwise. I don't know. That's a hard choice. There's so many good ones. Big Bird. The original bird. Well, not original, but relative to my timeline of existence. It's probably like the first bird character I've ever seen. Was Big Bird. That big yellow thing. I will throw this down. Yeah, I know, for an emote. Oh, if I was to do Gems of War related, it would definitely speed the Sunbird one. Though having one for Revali would be kind of funny. I just don't feel like we do enough Breath of the Wild. But who knows, maybe another game where we can cover as much as we did for, gosh, what was that one game called? Oh gosh, Age of Calamity. But the problem is, I'm not sure if we're going to get another game like that ends up using Revali at all. It's kind of sad. Age Revali probably gets no additional storyline ever for the rest of time. Let's see. Unless we're getting Breath of the Wild 3. What do we need here? We'll take that one. Which, if we ever did, that would be the longest, that'd be by far the longest that the Legend of Zelda series has ever been on a single, quote-unquote, like, zone, if that makes sense. Because so far, the longest they've ever stuck with a certain style was 2 games in a row. But the other previous most noteworthy one ever probably being Ocarina of Time into Majora's Mask. But the most recently relevant one being Breath of the Wild into Tears of the Kingdom. But generally, they just do like a 2-game cycle in that regard. They never really go further than that. I guess technically 3 if you count Age of Calamity, but it doesn't count. It's like 2.5. What about a bird for all the things? Yeah, we just need to get a random bird or dragon icon for, like, all the IPs. Even if it's completely irrelevant to the channel. That would actually be fun, just for the fun of it. Also, in the past, I feel like they had a lot more, like, copyright measures on the emotes, but I've seen other people's emotes. And while they do have, like, a little bit of a check for it, I don't think they have any check at all. So I could literally just rip, like, anything and make it the emote, I am pretty sure. And if YouTube stops me, well, then they stop me. But from the kind of things I've seen people were allowed to use for their emotes and got past the checker, I'm pretty sure you could put, like, literally anything there and the checker will not, like, show up on it. Because I've seen people do, like, some of the most copyrighted things other than actual, like, brand logos. And it's like, yep, that's perfectly fine. Because I know their rules for it were way more strict when I first made them, which is why, you know, just scrap some things together. So, there comes the other thing then. We might have to scrap the hello. We might have to scrap the hello and all the other ones. That's easy just to type hello. I don't know, but if you guys have any other emote suggestions, let me know. We could do anything. We could do like 10 to 11, so. And I'm not sure if I can replace them, because I'm not sure if you can ever change their name, so maybe some of them will have to remain as is. We'll see. Because I know there's a weird thing where I don't think you were able to adjust the name in the past or something. I'm pretty sure they've changed that since then, because that was a really clunky lack of feature, where you were basically locked in on the name. So for example, in the past, if you named it like something like, let's say Tacit H, for like hello, the HE of the hello, it would be locked at Tacit H. You would be able to change the icon, but the emote would always be called like Tacit H. But I think they have changed it so you are allowed to change them now. When the feature first came out, you weren't able to, but I'm pretty sure you can these days. I just haven't bothered with it. There's a lot of things I've been trying... Whoa! We haven't seen this in a while. Wow. Nice. There's a lot of things I've been trying to change on the back end of YouTube. Because I've been trying to take YouTube a bit more seriously soon again. Not that we haven't been, but you know what I mean. Because the money's starting to dry up from the channel, so... Because this is our only source of income, so we really need to optimize it a little bit better than its current state. So honestly, I wouldn't trade this out for anything. I really enjoy doing these streams and everything. Even if I made absolutely zero, I would still be doing this, to be honest. But, you know, I do need some money to live. So if you ever see anything experimental on this channel, just come along with the ride, because we'll definitely be messing around with some things here and there just to kind of see what works, what doesn't. And obviously, most of it will be things completely unrelated to Gems of War. But I'll try to kind of try some things, see what works, see what fails. Throw a bunch of darts at a dartboard, and eventually something will stick. We'll eventually not miss completely. Let's see. I'll take that one. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We'll take that one over. Orc Massage will get you more views. What is this game? I have never looked into it. But to my understanding, it is very much not something I can stream on YouTube. Or Twitch. What's that one new website? Kick? Do they allow 18+ content? I'm not against streaming 18+ content. Obviously not to the point of like OnlyFans, but I mean like specifically video games that are 18+. Like, it's not a genre I've ever played. Wait, it is on YouTube? Weird. Well, it's probably censored though. You wouldn't be able to do a live stream for it, right? Like, it's one of those kind of games that's like you could get away with putting on YouTube, but you would have to censor a lot of stuff in post. Well, this is just a different kind of game than what I'm thinking it is. Because you can put 18+ videos on YouTube, or, you know, video games, but you have to censor out yourself or have an in-game option that does it for you. All the more, egregious material. But you can't do that in a live stream if the game itself doesn't have a functionality for it. How many members do we have? I think it's like 31-ish right now. Though it does fluctuate because whenever anyone gets a gifted subscriber, they generally don't resubscribe, of course, because they got it for free. So the number can really inflate back and forth. But I think we have like 20-something regulars and 31 total right now. Well, whenever we get a gifted sub, it's those are temporary generally. Because obviously most people aren't going to renew the free thing they got. Oh, so I still only have one price tier option. I just don't know what to put for other reward tiers. I guess if we just have like a credit at the end of every video. But the problem is we'd have to like edit that in or something. Actually, you know what? Ooh. I could do an overlay for it at the end of each video. I didn't think about that. Just have to make sure I keep it up to date. Because one reason I haven't done that for so long, well, I'm pretty sure most people don't buy it for that purpose. They just do it more so to support the person, obviously. But I don't know. Would you guys be interested in the credits at the end of every video we ever do? Not of every single stream, but specifically like, you know, the weekly Monday video and the, you know, like the video we covered today, for example, would have it at the end. I'm just not sure what to do for incentive structures for higher tiers is the problem. Because we've always just had the very cheap $2 tier so everyone can get the features for cheap. And there's no way to make it so you guys don't get ads, so all we've really been able to offer is like a little icon and emotes and stuff. A good idea is to read every chat of members. Well, I generally do. I try not to miss anyone, obviously. Including non-members, including everyone. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think there is a way to separate the chat so it's not as bloated. Wait, is there not? I could have sworn there was a way to see... Because there's top chat, which is useless. Live chat, which I have it on now. Fan funding, which just does all the super chats and everything. I could have sworn there was also a section for me to see all member chat. But for whatever reason, my chat doesn't seem to have an option for it right now, unless they got rid of it. Because yeah, my only ones are top chat, which is pointless. Live chat, which is the only useful one. And then fan funding, which if I click on this, I can see everyone who's donated, like right now. Hello, chat. Thank you for the $5 tip. Greatly appreciated. And that's the only one we got this stream. But I don't think there's any way to show just member chat. There used to be. Not sure what happened with it. Maybe people were abusing it to make people get more memberships or something. I'm not sure.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
I can put that down. I think there is also an option to make it so only members can chat and chat. I would never do that though, obviously. Because my whole thing with the thing as well was to never paywall content. Because I would never want to do that. I would take an ad. I would take a sponsor before I would, like, paywall content. So I've never taken a sponsor in the channel. I've considered it at some time. Especially during, like, gosh, what was it called? The NFT craze kind of time. Because there were actually a lot of NFT Match 3 games that reached out to me, offering quite a decent chunk of money, but they were all so scammy that I couldn't in good conscience ever do an ad for them. Because they were all very obvious scams beyond belief. And everyone would just lose money on it. What do I even need here? I'll take a brown.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Oh, so I just realized I've been stuck in this battle for a while because I'm in like a loop of... Wait, what battle am I even in right now? I'm so confused. Where am I? Oh, we're in Underspire. My brain just keeps talking in chat and looking over. I'm not even sure what I'm doing in game. My mouse is just moving on its own pretty much. Take a sponsor from Nike. You know one of the funniest sponsors that actually reached out to me? There was a gaming beef jerky thing that once reached out to me at one point. For reasons I do not know. Because I'm not even a fan of that. Not like they would really know when they double check that much. But yeah, there was like a gaming beef jerky, which never caught on because I've never seen a single ad on anyone's video ever for that. But there was a gaming beef jerky that I guess maybe was just targeting smaller channels or something. I'm not sure. Maybe they're just going to get free advertisements and just never pay out or something. I have no clue. But the way that it was worded and everything was just so weird. Because I've had a couple that were like that, but it's one of those that just like stuck out as like, wait, what on earth is this? It's hard to explain. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to like share the image of it. It was one of like the most off things I've ever seen in my email before. My newly shaved head is brought to you by Manscaped. Oh gosh. No, I would never take a Manscaped ad. There's a lot of things I wouldn't bother doing an ad for. Unless they offered enough money where it's like, okay, the money outweighs anything else. Beef jerky is definitely sponsored by Lester. Yeah, Lester definitely sent me the thing. 100%. That's probably why the ad was so weird. Did you miss the code? No, we handed out 0 so far. Should probably go do that. Oh, you know why I haven't handed out a code? I don't have the code section open. I restarted the computer earlier, so it stopped being so slow. Wait, what's this pop-up on my thing? What? How do I have a pop-up for this on Windows? It's chat with GPT-4 for free on Chrome. Get hundreds of data, blah, blah, blah. Did that open when I opened Chrome? Why am I getting pop-ups on Chrome? I don't think I've ever seen that before. What's going on? It's got a Chrome pop-up for some kind of what is that thing? ChatGPT thing. I have used that some in the past, just to mess around. Not for anything useful though. What am I doing? I'm doing codes. Let me go get you codes. We'll have 2 codes. One right now and one when we go do vault keys. A dating service? Alright, what path do we want? 203 or 198? We got mail. Thank you, whoever just claimed it for us. Alright, let me go make this full screen. I can barely see chat right now. There we go. I can see all of you now. Huh. Oh, that reminds me. Should we go get a new squirrel emote? You know what I kind of want to use for it, but I feel like it would get copyright taken down? Do you guys remember that one prehistoric squirrel from Ice Age? We should make that our new squirrel emote, so you don't have to use the default squirrel emote. I feel like that would be copywritten enough that I would not be able to do that. But what if we tried and got away with it? I need to double check their current policy on it. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, Sid. Oh no, what's his name? I don't remember. Yeah, the squirrel from Ice Age. Forget his name. That should totally be our new squirrel emote. Also, that company that did Ice Age, I believe, went out of business. The Blue Moon or whatever it's called. It was like Blue something. It was the animation studio. They did Rio. I believe they did all the Ice Ages, unless I'm thinking of a different company. And they also did something else. I knew them mostly because of Rio. Though now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen Rio 2. The first movie was okay. But I believe the second movie was worse, as sequels tend to be. Yeah, the animation company went out of business. They actually did a couple years ago. I remember it happening. Oh, if that's the case, we might have to use their other Blue Jay too. Because that one Bluebird from Rio actually has a pretty cool design. Out of any animated movie, I feel like it was one of the better bird the assets they've ever made. Oh, yeah, Sit the Sloth is pretty funny. Honestly, Ice Age was a pretty good series overall. It was basically the equivalent of that animation studio's Shrek. It wasn't as successful as Shrek, but it was basically their equivalent of it to a degree. Oh, so this team's getting increasingly slower. I need to go restructure or something. Or I need to pay attention more to the fight. or both. I feel like I say this about every Underspire week. But yeah, I do feel like the last 2 sections get a little too slow if we don't have insta-kill. Though even with insta-kill with Zolgoth earlier, it still felt kind of slow just because our mana accumulator was kind of bad. Because Karkaroff definitely isn't particularly known for its mana accumulators. It's mostly known for its Zolgoth. I kind of don't want to move any of that. Let's let him do whatever there. Also, one thing, onto the previous topic, because I was just randomly thinking about it, even though we haven't talked about it for like minutes on end now. But I wonder how much money those sponsor things even really make. Because I feel like some of them are so overly saturated that how can they even still be making more money on YouTube? Because I feel like there's some things, like let's say for example Raid Shadow Legends. Like you can easily see a Raid Shadow Legend ad if you just watch YouTube like multiple times a day. Like how are they making more money from having more ads on people with how overly concentrated they already are? That's the main thing I don't understand about most of those like business practices. Is they're already so widespread, yet they keep just going even more into advertising. Because generally speaking, not always, but the more a product needs to be advertised, generally speaking, not always, but generally speaking, the worse it is. That's not always true. But it can be true more often than not. Though you know what I randomly saw an ad for the other day? Which I got a good laugh on because I haven't actually ate there in like 7 years. Because I haven't ate there since before the pandemic, and even then I didn't eat there for like a year or 2. I saw one for Bonefish Grill. Have any of you guys been there? There's not too many locations around the United States. I'm not sure how many. I know there's one in New Jersey, which I went to. I know there's one in South Carolina, which I went to. Actually, multiple in South Carolina. And there's a few other states. I want to say California, maybe a few others. But it was kind of funny because they had a Bang Bang shrimp ad for their thing. And I do have to say, that's like one of their actual good items. I would say it's actually kind of their specialty, which is probably why they had an ad for it. I was kind of find it funny that they had an ad for it. Because that's one of those places where it's like word of mouth seems like it'd be good enough for it. I don't know, maybe since the pandemic they've been getting less customers or something. Which would make sense, I haven't ate there in like 7 years. Let's see. What do we need here? Throw that one down. Yeah, no problem for the code. We'll have another one in a little bit once we get to Volkeys, if we ever get to Volkeys at this rate. Apparently, we're not opening that many Volkeys tonight. We'll have plenty of time the next 2 nights, so. As long as we have like 0 by the end of Sunday, we'll be good. Anyway, 5 torches left. Wow, we're already in final section. We're gonna have so much excess torches. It's only Friday right now. It's not even Saturday or Sunday. I really overspent on torches. I underestimated how good a pathing we had the whole time. But yeah, we're way overspent right now. I'm going for it. Did it work out? Not really, but it was good enough. Alright, what do I even need to do here? Can we do anything over there? Not really. I'm just going to take a little bit of mana, go for the other thing, go from there. Boom, boom, boom. And how much we could do there? I guess we could take the yellow and just let him scope poke on us. That's fine. Why do we have no good colors? I just want to take some mana. This thing does, like, nothing. Oh, did I leave a skull there? How on earth did I miss that? I think I was looking at the thing as unmovable. But it is movable, it's just not matchable. I keep forgetting that. It's not like a stone block. It acts more like a, you know, just one of the unusable ones. It doesn't have stone block functionality in that you can't move it. You can move it whenever you want. It's just you can't match it with anything. It's not enough damage to kill. Let's go for that. Is this enough boost ratio? Why is your boost ratio always so low? I know it's based on enrage. But, yeah, we just never have any rage, which is kind of funny because all of Urskia pretty much has enrage mechanic. This team specifically has almost no way to enrage. Yeah, we have 4 left. We can either go up or down. Both of them are the same level, so it doesn't give us any intel. Based on location, both of them are equally lucky? Or likely, I mean. It depends how far this 5-way goes. 1, 2... Oh, wait, how far off are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, you know I'm going down. That looks like it has some potential. Alright, let's see, what do we need here? Can't do anything with that. We'll go grab, that for now. 2019 to 2021, Disney acquires the closure ownership of Blue Sky. Oh yeah, that was what it was called, Blue Sky Studio. I knew it was Blue something. Was assumed by the Walt Disney Company as part of their 2019 acquisition of 21st Century Fox, which concluded on March 20. Oh, okay, so that's how they ended. I didn't realize they ended up acquiring them in their monopolization of animation.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Yeah, there's not too many good, like, major animation studios these days. I feel like a lot of indie animation studios are doing better than, like, the big MVP ones these days. Because Disney hasn't been doing the greatest lately. They just keep doing movie after movie that makes, like, red numbers. I'm pretty sure whatever DreamWorks' most recent thing was didn't do too good. I think they did Kung Fu Panda 4. I watched 1 and 2. I never did see 3. But I heard 4 is pretty mediocre. Which is weird, because they've still done some pretty good, decent movies in the near, like, proximity. Unless they just have different teams working on different movies. But it's always kind of weird. Because Disney and Pixar also does that. They just have, like, such weird concepts sometimes that are obviously not going to do well, yet they still run with it. But they still produce good ones here and there. It's just weird the kind of things they greenlight as, like, oh yeah, we'll go do this. Like, things that are very obviously, like, almost no one's gonna see. Yet it still gets greenlit, fully produced and everything. I do have to say, speaking of good birds, you know who one of the better birds are in animation? As far as specifically movies. Oh gosh, I forget his name off the top of my head. But the main villain from Kung Fu Panda 2, honestly, probably one of my favorite villains DreamWorks ever did. Like, they had a few pretty cool ones, like Megamind and stuff. But honestly, my favorite villain they probably ever did was... Oh, Lord Shen, I think was his name. Lord Shen. Lord Shen is probably my favorite villain that DreamWorks has ever done. And I feel like Kung Fu Panda series has kind of just been downhill from there. They peaked at Lord Shen and then went downhill. Also, I would love to be up against an Infinite Summon team while I'm barely paying attention to the battle. Alright, what do we need here? Let's take a skull. I would love to be able to do anything on any turn. How is it this hard to just get 1 mana? Well, technically 2 mana. Pixar was independent, then Disney bought them out. They were good when Pixar prior to the acquisition was definitely a lot better. Actually, what was the last movie they did before Disney owned them? Does anyone remember? What was the last Pixar movie that was purely a Pixar movie before they slowly went downhill? It wasn't that immediate, but I would say modern day Pixar is nothing compared to like a decade, and especially 2 decades ago or whatever like they first started. Actually, it would have been more like 15 years ago, but you know what I mean. Let's see. What's it doing over? Or 18. I'm losing track of time. Oh, actually, 20 could still be it. It would have been 2004. Gosh, it's already 2024. I almost forgot. Gosh, where's time going? Let's see. Wait, Pixar started that far back? Oh, they were like a computer division thing. They didn't start animation till later. I was gonna say. I could have sworn they started around like the 3D era of animation. Did Pixar do any 2D movies? I don't recall any. But it could have been before my time, which might be why I don't recall them. But did Pixar ever do like a proper 2D movie? I could have sworn they were all 3D animation. Oh no. Lester has been added to Isabel's ignore list. Let's see. I'll take that one over. Yeah, honestly, Disney's only the only reason why Disney's buying up other animation studios is to make it so they have less competition. It's literally legal monopolization. Like, they're doing it just to kill out competition. For no other reason than that. Because as far as, like, the super big names, there's only, like... How many are even alive still? 3? There's Illumination, which is completely carried by the Minions. Like, they wouldn't exist without the Minions. They basically are the Minions, though they do other stuff. Actually, didn't they work on the Mario movie and stuff, too? But they've been getting into quite a lot of other things. But obviously, the Minions made who they are as a studio. And then there's DreamWorks, which is currently... currently, I don't really feel like having an identity as far as like their most recent good movie. Like, they still make some good movies here and there, but I don't feel like there's like one series you can point to and be like, yeah, that's what like made DreamWorks. My bias would be the How to Train Your Dragon series, but I'm not sure if that's like the general sentiment of it. But I would say DreamWorks' best series was by far How to Train Your Dragon. Like, it's not even close. I guess technically they were more so known for Shrek. And then there's obviously Disney. But those are like the big 3, right? I don't think there's any other ones. Because I count Pixar and Disney as one because they are one now. So Pixar doesn't count as anything else. They're just second Disney. They're just the second wing of Disney at this point. So yeah, there's pretty much just 3. Or 3.5 if you count Pixar separately. Unless I'm forgetting of a big one. Or there's like the big 3 or 3.5. Disney with Pixar, Illumination, and DreamWorks. Not that there aren't others, but those are like the big mega companies of them. They're like the Coke and Pepsi of soda, or of movies, or of animation, I should say. Like, other sodas exist, but they are the animation studios. Alright. I'll take that one over. I'm looking for good moves. There aren't any. I want mana, not skulls. The problem. I feel like I need to restructure something on this team, or something here has to change. I'm not sure what. Is there anything I hate about like the Underspire at the end? Because it gets way too slow at this point. Like I really enjoy Underspire, but the scaling's just a bit much for some weeks. Like obviously some weeks it's nothing. But then there's weeks where your team comps aren't nearly as good for it. So far, I think there was only one week where I ever skipped it because the teams were so bad. I can't remember what event week it was for. I almost feel like we might do this more in the future. If the event week is just super horrific for a Underspire, we'll just do like the free battles or something at some point. I'm not sure how bad the Kingdom Synergy would have to be for us to do that again. Oh, we just found it on first try. Wow, we actually get to finish it right now. Oh wait, I need more lanterns. Oh wait, I need to go hide this real quick. Technical difficulties. Wait. Actually, now would be a nice redeem code time. Actually, I'll hand it out after I do this, just so I don't get, figure out which one is which. Alright, 1 second. I need to go hide game. I forgot, I haven't bought in the thing yet. I will eventually find which one this game is. Aha, I found it. Alright, 1 second. I need to, look at loading screen simulator. Alright, let me go buy some lanterns real quick. I need it for, double gold. I've only been using it for this, so it's technically only costing us like $2 a month. Oh, there we go. Alright, I think I could show you guys now. Oh, wait, that's not it. Oh, there we go. 5 lanterns and the VIP points that go with it. Alright, let's go do it. We have exactly enough, because we lantern this and then we torch that. So as long as we don't lose these fights, which I sure hope not, we should be good to go. Also, I might need to restructure this team, actually, for the final fight, now that I think about it. We're gonna need a good way to deal with Diamantina immediately. Oh, so hello, Outlander. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah, let me go hand out code. Said I would do it right now. Let me go do it right now. Also, wow, I didn't even realize we were streaming this long. Maybe we aren't running any Vault Keys tonight. Let's run it tomorrow and Sunday, then. Luckily, I didn't put it in the title. But there you guys go. There's the second code. Enjoy. As well as the last one for now. Till tomorrow. And tomorrow's focus will definitely be mostly on Vault Keys, I would say. Obviously still getting all the dailies and all that, but it's definitely going to be a Vault Key focus for sure, 100%. I want to have them all done by this weekend. And I think we have 169 left, which means we'd have to run like 85 a day, which is easily doable. They go pretty quick. So what's my first slot? I feel like he dies instantly every battle, every time. Yeah, the original Shrek actually did really good. I feel like modern day DreamWorks isn't really known as for Shrek, though. Whereas something like Illumination is still known for Minions. Not that Shrek is completely irrelevant, they just haven't done much with it other than that really good Puss in Boots movie they did the other year. But that's not necessarily Shrek related. It's Shrek IP related, but you know, it doesn't have Shrek or anything like that directly in it. Because at this point, that series is almost like a mythological creature kind of thing. As far as like all the references. I forget exactly specifically what that's from. Because something like Puss in Boots is already like a folklore thing. I forget exactly what you would call that. But they had some other characters that were like that too in the most recent movie. And it seems like they're almost going to lean more in that direction. Rather than all in on Shrek. And it worked for their most recent movie, so see what they do in the future. Because that'd be a lot of material. Because they also ended up including things like that one fairy tale with like the 3 bears and the different porridges. Whatever that character is called, I forget her name. It wasn't Red Robin Hood. What is that one called? What is the girl called from the 3 porridges thing? Like this one's too warm, this one's too cold, and this one's just right. She has a name, but I forget what it is. But they end up utilizing her in that movie from that folklore thing. Oh, wait. What? Oh, I forgot. If you spend money, you get glitches. I remember. Alright, let me go restart the game. I keep forgetting. I was like, wait, why is the door locked? I always keep forgetting that. They want you to not spend money on the game. Keep forgetting. This happens every time. How has this glitch not been fixed? It happens 100% consistently every time you spend money on that. It makes it so your Under Spire stops updating properly until you restart the game. Alright, now we should be good to go. Alright, now we can go in. Alright, do we restructure anything? I should. We're not going to, though. We'll make it work. Yeah, Goldilocks, that's the one.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Alright, we don't have any alignment. I kind of want to wait on it, but if we get hit even one time, it dies. Ooh, it paid off. Alright, he's gonna die now. We have no way of saving him. So hello, Sonny. Welcome, welcome. I'll be doing Power World tomorrow. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to go kill this before it kills us. Oh, I keep forgetting. We actually quite less spawn. I should have really gone with a summoner weapon here just to play it safe. The answer to the question having to do with beers is... That's not the right answer.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Actually, honestly, I should just kill them from the top down.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
I guess this AoE will technically do that for us. Oh, what do we take here? We'll take the other one. And I'll be match. When she gets help from me. Oh no, I would definitely help Isabella out if she wants to start a new channel, or start her channel, I mean. Alright, well, that's Under Spire completed. Obviously, the next 2 days we'll go do the dead end rooms. Alright, before we head out, let's go open some Volkies. I'm gonna go open 19 real quick. That way we can run 75-75 in the last 2 days. I don't want to open none. It's not in the title, but I still want to go in and do some.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Alright, nothing there. For indecent exposure. Wait, what? What's going on in chat? I look away for half a second and I've completely lost track of what on earth is going on. I feel like I missed some kind of inside joke from looking away for half a second. She's waiting for her designer pink outfits before she does her own channel. I've been wearing the same basic shirts for pretty much this entire channel duration. Ever since Guild War came out. We ended up buying a bunch of different colored shirts, and that has literally been my streaming attire for forever. It's just plain colored shirts. That's honestly pretty much my whole remaining wardrobe at the moment. It's just completely solid colored shirts of various colors. And nothing else.
Mana surge.
We'll stream one day in a suit.
Mana surge.
You know one thing I would love to go wear? Though I know this school would never ever let me do it. But I would love to show you guys, like... Because it's literally like a few blocks away from my house. The high school that I went to. I almost want to see... One day, if I could somehow... There's no way they would say yes. But I would want to see if I could borrow the marching band outfit from the high school. So I could wear it on stream for one day. There is like no combination of words that would convince them to say yes to that though. But it'd be really funny. I do have an image somewhere of me in it. But I live close enough I could literally just walk there, get it, wear it, bring it back the next day. Like it's literally like not even a mile away. It is closer than some of the grocery stores near me. Assuming they haven't gotten new outfits yet. But I assume they're still using... knowing how the budget of that school works, there is 0% chance they've gotten new marching band outfits. I am 100% certain they still have the old ones. From like a decade ago. If not longer. Actually, it'd be more than a decade. What am I saying? Because they already had them for at least a decade. They'd be like 20-something years old. Oh yeah, they may have actually got new ones now. But now that I think about it. Because they were almost a decade old when I was at the school already. Oh no, but then again, they did get slightly new ones at some point, so... Yeah, they would have been like 5 years old back then. And then another 5 or 6 for the duration I was there. So yeah, they'd be about 21 years old, those outfits. So maybe they actually don't have them anymore. I mentioned it when you mentioned suit, just because it actually really has like that formal attire kind of feeling to it. The Seahawks? Yeah, it's the Seahawks. The school's mascot's a pirate. Which I have to say, overall, pretty lame mascot. It's literally just a pirate in a pirate's hat. Out of all the things you can make into a mascot, that just seems kind of, pretty underwhelming. Alright, there we go. Anything good from the final orb of the stream? The answer is probably no. It's not horrible. I'll take a major blue. Used to be better back in the day. Alright, that's everything then. Anyways, guys, that'll wrap it up for now. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always. You guys know the drill. Hour and a half prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Aside from that, we will be doing a Power Word stream tomorrow. I will be starting it pretty much when I wake up and am conscious enough to stream. Which will likely be around 10, could be slightly earlier, could be slightly later. At noon, we'll start doing the co-op part of the stream. But when we initially start the stream, assuming it's prior to noon, we will actually be starting it in our own server in single player to try out the new content, as it got a huge update 2 days ago. And I have not looked into it at all. So I'm going to be going into it pretty much completely blind. So we'll see how that goes. Mess with that initially. And then we'll be on the co-op server with Isabel, Cookie, and or Genki the entire time. I'm not sure how if all of them will be able to stay the whole time, but we will be, hopefully. Assuming we don't have a weird connection issue like last time. Because I actually wasn't even around for my own streams last 2 hours. It was just on Genki's channel because there were some technical difficulties near the end. But hopefully it'll be fine this time around. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week, a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.